Sangzhou Middle School near the epicenter of the quake. Seconds after the shaking started a year ago, the students dropped what they were doing, got out of the classrooms, formed neat lines, and within minutes, 2,323 students stood at the ready, in formation, not one hurt. All because of the school's principal, Ye Zhiping, who regularly rehearsed his emergency evacuation plan. Very uncommon in China. It's what everyone here says saved these students.
What
luck! Our luck came from the teachers and students at this school. When the quake struck, not a single one panicked. They went through the drill we practiced and let the students out in an orderly fashion.
Mr. Ye's drills and a bit of luck saved the students, and so did sturdy classrooms. The principal never felt comfortable with the flimsy building. It took several years, but he eventually managed to raise enough money to renovate it. School was in session when the magnitude 8 quake struck shortly after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The government says about 5,500 students died, though the actual number is probably higher. This is unlike any school we've come across in this area. It's still standing and there are no cracks in the walls. In fact, it's good enough to be used once again after it's cleaned up and reinforced. It took $60,000 to strengthen the concrete pillars. The floors were checked, extra slabs put in. Workers also inserted iron rods into the columns. The Miracle School, as it is now known, will eventually be open to elementary school students. And the new middle school, according to Mr. Ye, will have even sturdier columns than the one that saved his students' lives. But for now, the students continue to study and live here. Their temporary housing has been home for a year, and most are thankful to have a roof over their heads rather than a tent. They have had to adjust to a different way of life. This girl tells us, living here in these temporary buildings, it can be hard, so we have to learn to take care of ourselves. And he says, we are very excited and thankful to the people who donated the money for our new school. 1 year has gone by, the teacher sings. We must choose to stand tall. We must be victorious and endure. It's an old song sung during the War of Resistance against the Japanese, but it still resonates among the survivors who have managed, 1 year on, to endure. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, Anxian in Sichuan Province, China.